Hey guys.
Welcome back to Unpacked with Ethan.
And Reese.
And today we are talking about
Fame.
fame.
Fame. Thoughts?
My thoughts? Well, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted to be famous?
I've thought about this quite much actually, and I don't think I do.
Why?
I don't think I'd appreciate the lifestyle. My current plans, don't know if I vocalized them to you before, are to live as isolated as possible, right? Like in the woods. I don't want very much contact and I don't really want to see people and I don't really let very many people in. I have very few friends. And I don't really like a lot of people to know a lot of things. Do you get what I'm saying? And to be famous and have everybody know everything about me. And do you get what I'm saying?
You could be like Gandhi.
I could be. I don't want to be.
Why?
I don't know. I'd rather just be me.
Okay. Well,
I'll return the question. Do you want to be famous, Ethan?
I've been thinking about it. I think I just want to be rich. I don't know that I want to be famous. I just want the money.
I understand. Why? What are you going to do with the money?
What am I going to do with the money? Let me tell you.
Tell me.
I'm going to buy a house and I'm going to buy groceries.
What kind of groceries are you going to get?
Mac and cheese, grilled cheese.
Yeah.
That's
it.
all I need. And I'm going to have a lot of goats.
Why goats?
What do you mean, why goats?
Why goats?
Because they're good.
Okay. Why are they good?
Because you can milk them. You ever
Ever
milk
had
a goat?
milk?
No, but I have goat milk shampoo. They cannot see
Oh,
that.
I can't even see this. It's
Um,
horrible. But anyways, back to fame. Who's your favorite famous person?
I think that's obvious that it's
No.
Taylor Swift
Interesting. Why?
because she's just so good at everything she does, like singing and writing music and being famous. And she's really famous.
She's very
It's
famous.
crazy.
She's insane. But I don't know if I was famous. I don't know if I'd approach life like she does.
What do you mean?
Like, to be honest, we talked about this the other day, but I feel like if I were famous, I would approach my fans and life a lot more like Lord does. And I would like not tell anyone anything. I would not have social media, or I would like take like long breaks, right? Like she does, and then come back like 4 years later and just spam my story like once a month, and then everybody's like,
I think that's why Lord isn't as famous as Taylor Swift.
well, I don't think Lord wants to be as famous as Taylor Swift.
But that's why Taylor Swift approaches it differently because she's just better. She's more famous because of the way she approaches it.
Well, I think she's doing her own thing, you know? I don't know. I think they're two very different people. So if you were famous, you'd be more like Taylor Swift.
No, if I was famous, I would be more like I don't think no, because I wouldn't be nice to people for the sake of being nice to them. Like if I didn't like someone, I would do an interview and say I didn't like someone.
Interesting. Yeah, because I feel like she does care a little bit too much about her public appearance.
Yeah,
which like makes sense because you want to seem good, but I feel like she's trying. Like, it actually kind of makes me mad. Like she already has such a fan base, you know.
She could say anything she wanted.
And like
she could say she did
9/11
and
would be
she'd
like
be
would still love her,
yeah.
You know. So I don't understand why she's still. I don't know.
Maybe she just likes to be nice. Ever thought of that?
I have thought about it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Um.
You're suggesting I'm a mean person as if you didn't just say that you would tell everybody you didn't like them if you were famous.
I didn't say I would tell everybody I didn't like them. I said if I didn't like somebody, I would say it. I wouldn't hold it back and be like, I don't know. We just never talk like that. I don't get that. But also, do you know a lot of famous people are broke as fuck?
Really? Like who?
I don't know. I kind of made that up. But I think I heard it somewhere. Like, I can't remember his
You're
name.
lying.
But like a lot of famous musicians, they don't actually make as much money as you'd think. Like Olivia Rodrigo, for her actual songs,
Mm-hmm.
hardly makes shit. You'd think she'd
Really?
be like millions and millions of dollars for a song.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like maybe 100,000.
Do you have $100,000?
I don't, but like
Why you calling her broke then?
when you think of like somebody that
That's
famous,
fair. I
it's
understand.
like, oh, this person has money,
Mm-hmm.
but they all actually don't.
Yeah. Taylor Swift has a lot of money. She has so much money. She has too much money, I think.
No,
I think she does. What does
no.
she do with all of it?
She buys different houses.
I know, but why? Let's talk about that. Oh, well, I guess we already did. What you would do with your money if you were famous? I don't know what I would do. I genuinely, if I were to become famous, I don't know how I would react. I don't think I'd react well.
Okay. Well, if you were to be famous, what would it be for?
Podcasting? No. I don't know what it would be for.
Okay.
I don't know. What would you be famous for?
I'd probably be famous for some random shit. It would be like out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just one day, I post something that goes viral. It wouldn't be something good either. It'd be something really embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'd get famous.
I'd probably go famous for doing something that I didn't mean, and I'd get canceled. Everybody would be hating on me.
Do you say a lot of problematic things?
You know me.
Like what?
Can't tell you.
Okay. What? Uh.
Anyways, fame.
Fame.
Who's your least favorite famous person?
Kanye West.
Why?
Because he's a piece of trash.
How so?
Um, well, I believe he said some negative things about Jewish people.
Where did you hear that?
I don't know. Maybe I just made that up,
Okay.
but I think that's true.
Okay.
Um, and also, he's just really not a nice person,
I feel
from what
you.
it sounds like. But he posted a photo, um, when him and Kim Kardashian broke up.
Mm-hmm.
He posted a photo to Instagram. It was, have you watched Captain America Civil War?
Mm-hmm.
It was a photo of like the poster of Captain America Civil War, and like there's like the teams on both sides,
Mm-hmm.
and he had himself on one side
Mm-hmm.
and like Kim and like a couple celebrities on one side. The other side he had Taylor Swift and Pete Davidson and all these other people, and he posted it.
I didn't know that. That's really funny.
Crazy.
What
So
do you
yeah,
think of Pete Davidson?
I think he's a little funny looking.
Do you like him for his funny looks?
No,
Good.
I don't think he's attractive.
I hate Pete Davidson. I think he's the grimiest man I've ever seen.
Ever?
Ever. Have you seen him?
Yes, but I don't think he's the grimiest man ever. I think I've seen grimier.
A celebrity who's grimier?
Oh,
Like a celebrity that people
Jack
think
Black.
Are you be real? Jack Black is grimier than
No, Adam
Pete
Sandler.
Davidson.
Adam Sandler wears basketball shorts that go down to his ankles.
But he's like, people don't think Adam Sandler is hot. You know?
Who says that?
Do you think Adam Sandler's hot?
No. Somebody probably does,
Well,
though.
somebody probably does, but like not the masses like Pete Davidson. Everybody's like, Pete Davidson is so sexy. He's not good looking. He's not very funny, I don't think. He's just kind of there. He's such a grimy man.
Damn.
Sorry.
Just so you know, this is not a Pete Davidson hate channel. I support Pete Davidson and everything he does. So if he'd like to come on the podcast.
Oh, if you'd like to come on the podcast, we'll accept you. But
let's talk about that. Who would be the best celebrity to get for a podcast? I know who I would want.
who?
Trisha Paytas.
I knew it. She would be really good. I don't think she'd like us.
You don't? I think she'd like me. I think we'd get along. I love Trisha Paytas, by the way. Trisha
I think
Paytas
she might find us boring.
is no.
Really?
No. If I talk to her, we're good.
Then I should keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you could sit there and ask the questions. She's a really big talker though, like, but not like talker like talks at you. She really likes to ask people questions.
Really?
She's really good with interviews. I would.
understand.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Huh.
Trisha Paytas. I know you're watching this.
We know the truth.
Yeah, I would love to have Trisha Paytas.
Somebody silly. I was asked the other day if I had a dinner party and I could invite 3 famous people, who would I invite and what would I make them? Give me your answer.
3 famous people?
Yeah.
Trisha Paytas.
Okay.
I don't think I could be in a room with Taylor Swift at a dinner party. I don't think I could handle the pressure.
Fair enough.
Oh, actually, you forgot to turn your thing on Do Not Disturb.
So I actually did. It turned itself off.
Oh, yeah, because it does that all the time.
You're gonna make me cry. I did turn it off. You watched me turn it off.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I said, I gotta make sure Do Not Disturb is off, and you watched me turn it off.
So actually, it wasn't, though.
I know, because it turned it,
because it turns itself back on, yeah.
I knew it does.
Oh, of course.
I'm gonna kill myself tonight, and it's gonna be your fault. Anyways, who else would you invite?
I'd probably invite, gosh, I would want it to be people who wouldn't intimidate me and who could have a conversation.
Those are good qualities to have in a person.
Why am I blanking on every single celebrity I've ever known?
I don't know who I'd invite.
Jennifer Lawrence. I
That's
love
so
her.
random.
But she's so funny.
She is funny.
Remember when everyone was hating on her because they're like, she's trying to be so down to earth. It's like, maybe she just is.
Down to earth, yeah.
God, that was so annoying. I almost said Beyonce.
Not Beyonce. What?
Whoa, that was a really big reaction.
Let's talk about Beyonce.
Oh,
on
no.
Beyonce.
I
hate Beyonce. I don't understand the hype. I don't think she's good at anything she does. I think she's not very good at singing. He's gonna say, this isn't a Beyonce hate page. You can come on the show anytime. Don't let him trick you. Ethan also hates Beyonce. He's fooling you. He's pulling your leg. He's trying to play Mr. Nice Guy. Second, the camera turns on, the mics are on. Ethan acts like he's a nice man. But he hates Beyonce, so don't let him fool you. That's all. Comma?
I like Beyonce. I think she's a nice woman.
I need a microphone too. I need the...
Okay, let me say, I don't like Beyonce's music. I think her as a person, I can get behind.
Really?
Yeah. I think she's cool.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about her really as a person, but I don't like her music.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I know you just said it.
But if you'd like to come on the podcast, Beyonce, we know.
We will exactly.
We should just start emailing random people until one person finally says, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah. There was the one, have you seen the one girl who just randomly started a podcast and she had Drake on?
No. You said that you would fight Drake.
Yeah, but
podcast episodes ago.
If I'd have Drake on this podcast, but we'd have to arm wrestle.
If we had a guest, where would they sit?
I think if we had a celebrity guest, it would have to be online.
They wouldn't be coming to Allendale, Michigan.
I don't think they would fly to Allendale, Michigan.
What if we fly them? I'll pay.
You're going to pay to have Drake sit here on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. If we get somebody like Beyonce for a podcast, I mean, when we get Beyonce on our podcast, I think we're going to have to change the setup a bit. I think it's going to have to be a little more extreme.
Why? Our lights that were command stripped to the wall aren't good enough?
No, I think that they can stay, but we're just going to need an extra chair.
We need not your grandma's chairs. Oh no, we just need an extra
chair. Yeah.
They can sit on here. I can hold my laptop.
True.
They can just stand. We'll prop those.
Well, there's enough room for someone here.
That's what I was thinking. I could fit probably 4 people in this chair.
Yeah. We're good. We can, Beyonce.
So Beyonce, Drake.
I want to arm wrestle Drake, so we need to keep this table here, and he needs to sit there, and we'll arm wrestle.
Okay, I can sit on the floor then.
Okay.
Or no, he can sit on me, so I can hold him down, so he has extra, you know what I'm
talking
about? Are you good at arm wrestling?
I like to think so. I'm undefeated.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Quite the
I had one that some might say I was defeated, but
yeah.
due to the circumstances, I feel like it needs to be redone.
Okay, I understand. That makes sense.
Yeah, the climate, the environment, the
What
atmosphere.
were they like?
Um, so the person I was arm wrestling against had the advantage because he was on carpet and I was on
He
slippery
cheated.
floor with socks. So he intentionally misled and cheated. So now I'm gonna have to challenge him again.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Anyways, famous people.
Oh, I was supposed to think of one more to invite to my dinner party.
Oh, have you? Oh yeah, Jennifer Lawrence, Trisha Paytas, and
I feel like I need a man.
Peter Millark.
Josh Hutcherson.
No, he needs to be Peter Millark if he's showing up to my house.
Why can I not think of? Oh, I'd have Conan Gray.
That's
He'd be good.
Mm-hmm. What would you make them?
Actually, no. Can I have a different one too? So I'm gonna have the dinner party, but I'm also gonna have a sleepover after, and I'm inviting Sabrina Carpenter to the sleepover.
And what are you making them for food?
Trisha Paytas. I think she still likes buttered noodles, and I'm not very good at making things, so I'll make them buttered noodles.
That's good. That's good. Interesting.
Yeah.
Good answer.
What about you?
I honestly don't know. When I was asked, I was very flustered, and it was with people that I didn't really know yet, and I didn't really know the vibe. So my immediate answer was Lord,
Lord.
Taylor Swift, and Phoebe Bridgers.
That's so basic.
I know it is, but okay, I know it is. But imagine how much I could talk to them about. I would just ask them all about love because I feel like they all have a lot to say about love, but I don't think they're truthful about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Do you think you could actually, if you were in a room with Phoebe Bridgers, Taylor Swift, and Lord, that you would actually be able to ask them questions?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
You don't think you would be able to?
No.
Why
I'd
not?
I'd sit there and be like,
If I invited them to my house, I'm not gonna be like,
well, invite them right now.
okay, I'll email them. I don't know why this keeps turning off.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. This is a formal invitation to Phoebe Bridgers, Taylor Swift, and Ella Yellow O'Connor. Today I am inviting you guys to a dinner party at my house. I live in 10295 42nd Avenue, Allendale, Michigan, apartment 1323. I don't know the zip code. Please come over. I'll make you pasta and pie.
What kind of pie?
Apple? Maybe pecan if I'm feeling frisky.
Why not both?
Both.
Are they not deserving of both?
No, they are. I just don't know how much pie they can eat.
Oh, true.
But the thing is, I don't know. You don't think you'd be able to, like, collect yourself enough to talk to them?
Oh, no.
Really?
No.
I think I would. I think if there was, like, the preparation, I would be able to.
What if they were just randomly, like, plopped into your house?
I would say, what the fuck? How did you get here? You know? I'd be more concerned about why there's a random, how they get into my house, you know?
Okay.
I think I would be able to, especially if I prepared questions, but I don't know if I would. It would depend if it was like an interview or if it's just like I'm shooting the shit with some friends. Then I wouldn't have it be so formal and I would just sort of talk to them. But if it was an interview, I think I could ask really good questions. I think I'd be good at interviewing.
So we're inviting Taylor Swift, Lord, and Phoebe Bridgers all to come on the podcast as well.
Yes.
You think we could get Lord?
No. So, back to what I was saying about Lord, why I like her. You have to email her because her like the only way to
of course.
email this.
I feel like
she's sending out an email this week, guys.
I think that would definitely be something she would do. Go on a podcast with 14 views.
Would she? She definitely would. But it's like, I don't know. She's just cool. I like her. I feel like she has pretty distinct eras too, but she doesn't. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited for the era that she's entering because Solar Power was so unique. It was so self-love and so nature. But I think that she's.
What was unique about that? Because I feel like that's what everyone was doing, and she just did it like a year later.
No, she like went off the fucking grid and lived in like the forest
But that didn't
and like didn't talk to
make it any
anybody.
better.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying how she like approached it was crazy. Like who else is just like, I'm not gonna talk to any of you. I'm gonna delete all my social media and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna release this album and I don't care that all of you hate it. I'm not gonna address it at all. And I'm just going to go on random tours in like random countries and I'm gonna be outside a lot. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like she just doesn't know how to be famous.
She doesn't. That's why she'd be like me. That's why she's good at it. But anyways, I'm excited for what's to come.
Okay. What would you get canceled for if you were a celebrity?
Probably something that I didn't even realize.
Like what?
Like something silly.
Like
Like the
what?
other day, I didn't know that. I don't even know what they are. There's two Timothy Chalamet movies, and
Oh,
it's Timothy Chalamet and another person. And I said, "Oh, the one with Timothy
it
Chalamet
was,
and
yes.
Zendaya," and
I
they were
was
like,
talking about
"You're so fucking racist. It's just a black girl." And I was like, I just thought I don't study Timothy Chalamet's fucking
well,
movies.
they were very different movies. There
To
was
be honest, I can't even remember what they are.
Bones and All is about,
Didn't they come out like the same year though? Didn't they
yeah.
both just come out?
Yeah, but listen, a lot of movies come out in 1 year.
I know, but what are the odds that
Clarice.
Timothy Chalamet's in both of them?
Pretty high. He's
To
going to
be
be Willy
honest,
Wonka.
I know, but in my head, I didn't think that they were two different movies. I didn't know.
Dune. So the two movies were Bones and All, which is about cannibals,
Yeah.
and Dune, which I don't even know what the fuck Dune's about.
No, but Zendaya's in it. So you were talking about Bones and All, and I was like, oh, the one with Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya. You're like, no. So I'd probably get canceled for something like that. And people would be like, or I don't know, what would you get canceled for?
I'd be canceled just for probably hating on somebody that everybody else really likes. So it wouldn't be like I got canceled for something bad. It's like I don't like that person, then all of their stands come for me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Like
I
who?
could see it. Beyonce,
True. God, I'll be Beyonce.
she has a lot of people who
I
are like
know.
insane about her. It's because all those gay guys, no offense, but they go hard for
They do, and I don't understand why.
her.
Can we talk about that? Why do gay men like Beyonce so much?
um, I don't know, but
Like, has she done things for gay people? Or do they
she's
just.
very. She's like one of those people that like. I'm trying to think of another celebrity like Paris Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just certain people that gay people are like, okay, this is our person now. And they're like, obviously, the people they choose are like supportive and
Mm-hmm.
I guess vocally supportive most of the time. But I don't know. I don't know. Can I tell you something though?
You can.
Can I tell you something about gay men? They
I
are
really like.
the worst. I think they're the
You're
most
telling me.
misogynistic people in the world.
Are you a misogynist?
I don't think so. Most, maybe sometimes.
Really?
I feel like everybody is.
You think
Every
I'm a
every
misogynist?
man. Well, actually, every woman too.
I'm a misogynist?
Yes, I think everyone has a little hint of it,
How?
but just because it's so ingrained in everyone.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
But yeah, gay men are the worst of it.
I
Do you agree?
agree because they think that they aren't because they're like
Yeah, they
they
will
think
never admit to it.
yeah because they think that they're I don't know. It is such a weird thing.
It's insane. I was talking. God, I can't even get started with this because it annoys me so much. For
Are you
some
gonna get started with
for
it?
some reason,
Yeah.
they feel like they are allowed to be the most shittiest people,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't understand.
Neither do I.
They have they take qualities from other people that aren't themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times there's a lot of things that they take from women. There's specifically a lot of the times it's black women that these white boys take stuff from, and then they adopt it as their own, but they take all the the worst qualities of every type of person. Like you take a man and all their worst qualities, and you take a woman and all their worst qualities, and then you have a gay man.
I agree with you entirely.
Thank you.
Glad that you've said this.
Thank you.
Because, yeah.
And I have yet to meet one that I don't hate.
A gay man?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know very many gay men. I've shaken a lot of gay men's hands.
That's true.
And none of them are very good at shaking hands. You know what I don't want? If I was a famous person, I would have such a firm, good handshake. I want our fucking, what is that? Your thumb crevice? I want it, like, ingrained in the other person's. I don't like when it's like this. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
They just grab my fingers.
I hate it when people... That's another thing about gay men. Sorry, this has turned into the episode about gay men. Why do they not know how to shake hands?
Like,
yeah,
don't
literally.
Give me your fucking limp wrist. Like, come on, brother. Give me a good hand.
And I can't do anything. I can't shake somebody's hand when they like just dangle their hand. What do you want me to do with that?
I don't understand. I don't know. So if I was a famous person, I would shake everybody's hands. I'd also give people a lot of hugs.
Would you do a lot of autographs? If people asked you for pictures, no matter, like, if you looked like shit that day, would you still take a picture?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would be so, I don't know. I actually think I'd be very chill as a celebrity.
I think I would too.
Like, I don't know. I don't understand when people are, I guess, like, mean to their fans or, like, won't, you know what I'm saying? When they, like, act like they're too good for them. It's like, you're only famous because of your fans.
Yeah.
Like, why are you acting like you can't stop to take a picture? Like, I understand boundaries. Like, if they're, like, out with their family or something, like, yeah, don't be...
But it's like,
pulling up.
If you're walking, I feel like as a celebrity, if you're walking through a busy area, just walking down the street, you know that people are going to approach you.
Exactly.
So why are you acting annoyed? Like, I feel like if you're going to go out, you should be in the mindset that people are going to want to take pictures with you.
That's what I think too. But I would also walk around in really bad disguises. Like, I would walk around in a suit and a mustache.
And have a little step stool under you. That would be really good. What would I do? I don't know. I don't know.
I would hire bodyguards, but I would make sure they were, like, really little.
That'd be like really good.
4 foot.
4 foot bodyguards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea. I'd have a lot of... Back to gay men. I'd have a lot of gay men bodyguards that are really super skinny.
Why?
And, like, they're not guarding anyone's body. They're
just there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I want gay men bodyguards.
Why?
I don't know. I want short bodyguards.
Really short? Do you want them to be muscular?
Short gay men, then sure, but... Huh?
You want them to be muscular? Like, short and muscular?
No.
Oh, just short and skinny?
Mm-hmm.
So, just children?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what doesn't get people super famous? Not taking commercial breaks. I think we need to take one.
Commercial break. And we're back.
We're back talking about
famous people.
Famous things. Famous thing. I feel like you had an epiphany, so I was acting like I did too, and I really didn't.
I thought you were having an epiphany, so I was acting like I did too.
Oh, okay.
Things. Speaking of things.
What are famous things?
We're still not. We're not on the same wavelength today.
Okay, ready? Speaking of things.
Somebody's whistling.
There's a beautiful bird.
What's your favorite kind of bird?
My favorite? I don't know. I like chickadees because they go chickadee.
They're silly. I really like morning doves. I've told you this so many times ago.
I like turkeys.
Turkeys
Could
are
you
silly.
try to do a turkey? That was really bad. It's more like.
You
Was that good?
That was unreasonably good, yeah. I like owls,
Owls are
even
freaking
though
me
you think
out.
they're freaky. I was obsessed with owls as a child.
You
But
look like.
this isn't about famous people, so let me change the subject. I think we just need to give me free reign. I write down questions. Can I tell you something?
What?
I always have like random thoughts. Like it's like the most random shit. Like the other night, I was like, God, I wish I had a Costco muffin. And I was like, I need to ask Ethan if he likes Costco muffins.
I don't think I've ever had one.
And then I was like, I can't just text somebody and ask them if they like Costco muffins. Like that's so fucking weird. I always have questions to ask people though. Like,
Do you have notes?
yeah, I'm like, I need to ask Ethan Outman right now if he likes Costco muffins. Like, what would you do if I asked you? Because
Probably
sometimes I worry,
answer.
and I'm like, he's gonna think I'm a fucking freak if I do shit like that. Yeah, do you want me to ask him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Are any of them to do
This
with
is really
fame?
exciting. Oh, probably not. No.
Okay.
It's not really what I think about, but do you want me to ask him still?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find it.
What would you sell as a celebrity?
Coke.
Okay.
Reese Coke. That's in BoJack Horseman. I forget who had Coke. He might have had his own Coke line, but somebody had a Coke line, and he like found it in his glove box, and then his best friend overdosed and died. Spoiler.
I'm trying to think of something that I would promote that would be like a very me product to promote.
Okay.
What
Um.
what would be something that you're like, yeah, I think I'd have to start my own restaurant. That's
Really?
mac and cheese and grilled cheese.
That'd be good.
Um
I don't know. What is a very Reese thing? I'll think of something for you if you think of something for me.
I feel like you could start your own water bottle brand.
True. I really like water bottles. You could do. I feel like the things that you like, nothing is like something that you could start. Like you couldn't start a goat company.
Why
Or
not?
start a pineapple farm.
I'd have such a good pineapple farm.
Yeah.
Goat company. I feel like that could be a good idea.
Thank you.
But I feel like some might call that a farm.
No, you're wrong. Who would
Goat
you?
company.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a farm.
No. Goat
Okay.
company. Who would you collab with?
I feel like it's gonna be the same people. I would collab with Trisha Paytas.
No, I'm saying like brands. Like you know how
Oh,
like you can there's like people will get like meals at McDonald's. It's like the Logan Paul meal at McDonald's.
what would I can't. What are things I'm really, really passionate about eating from places? Orange cream shake
Arby's
from
orange cream
Arby's.
shake, yeah.
If they let me have my own shake at Arby's,
What would it be? Still an orange cream flavor?
it would. They have good shakes there. That's like the one thing. If I go to Arby's, that's what I'll get is a shake.
Yeah. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my god!
That would
If
be such a
Cinnamon
good
Toast
collab.
Crunch collabed with me, it would be over.
Imagine your face as a Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the back on with your tongue out. That'd be crazy.
What would the collab even look like, though?
I don't know. Well, it would. I guess it would depend what you got famous for.
I know.
What?
So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they just powder me up in the like brown sugar and cinnamon,
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking.
and it's like a super sexy like Vogue cover, like just naked but covered in brown sugar and cinnamon, and it's like a video advertisement, and it's got some super sexy music playing, and I'm just swimming in milk. That's gonna be my collab.
Interesting. So there wouldn't be like a sponsored product or anything. It would just be like you swimming naked in milk.
Well, it's for Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, yeah, obviously, but you wouldn't like put your face on their product or anything. You would just be like an ad.
The commercial and on the back of the box.
Oh, okay, that's good. Interesting. I think I would, although I am having my own water bottle company, I think I would also collab with Owala. I really like their water bottles. I don't really have anything that fun. Any brands that I'm like too violently interested in.
I know what I would do.
What?
I would get Dr. Pepper and root beer to come together.
That's a good idea.
And make the Ethan drink,
Mm-hmm.
which is
What is the Ethan drink?
2/3 Dr. Pepper, and a third root beer.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want the sweetness of the root beer.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want it to be so overpowering. Because I feel like root beer alone is a little too
It
overpowering.
is. It's not my favorite.
So the Dr. Pepper kind of evens it out. And I think that'd be good. I'd have to get them both behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that would work.
I understand. Are you ready for my questions?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Do you prefer your ice cream in a cup or a cone?
Cup.
If you were to go to a restaurant and you order something and it comes with like a starter, would you get soup, salad, or coleslaw?
You've asked me this before.
I know, and I want your answer again.
I would probably say soup.
Okay. What flavor?
Any variety of
Okay.
soup.
What is the Papa's Pizzeria, Papa's the franchise games? What's your favorite one?
Probably the is it milkshake? What's that one? The shake one. Or
Papa's
no, the
Creamery?
pancake one.
Interesting.
I love the pancake
What are your
one.
thoughts on green cars?
Green cars, they're fine.
What do you think of the smell of mulch?
The smell of it?
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever smelled
Bruh, it's a strong smell. You would know. What do you think of old people?
old people. I don't. We could do a whole
Speaking of
episode.
old people, do you like butter pecan ice cream?
No,
Okay. What are your thoughts on the song American Pie?
it's okay.
Watermelon gum?
Not really a fan.
Oatmeal?
I love oatmeal.
Triscuits?
I don't think I've ever had Triscuits.
Costco muffins?
I've never had them.
Imaginary friends?
Never had them.
Corgis?
Corgis like the dog.
Mhm.
I love those dogs.
Lunch?
Lunch. My favorite meal of the day, probably.
Prickly pears?
Huh?
Prickly pears. You ever had a prickly pear?
No.
They're the best fruit. They're so good. They're insane. It's like, I don't even know where they're from, but my grandma would always have them as a kid, and you cut them up, and it's like a variety of cactus, I think, and inside it's like this sweet, like magenta colored fruit, and then there's these massive seeds in it, but you eat the seeds. What do you think of little corn?
I don't like corn.
Okay, but what about the little corns? I feel like you would like the little corn. Like when you get Chinese food and there's little corn in the...
Mm-mm.
What the fuck? Okay. How about trail mix?
Trail mix is fine.
The moon?
I love the moon.
Cheese?
I love cheese.
Pink lemonade?
Pink lemonade's good.
The planets?
I feel like these are just
Things that
whether I like them or not.
Well, yeah.
Well, what's your favorite planet?
Guess.
Jupiter.
I fucking love Jupiter. What's your favorite planet?
Venus.
Why? Because it's the planet of love.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Venus is no longer with us? Venus has sunk into the horizon. How does that make you feel?
I don't know that I've ever looked up and saw Venus.
I've shown you Venus.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Prove it.
I can't, but
Exactly.
I know I have.
I think
Just
you might
saying.
be going crazy.
It's okay if I am. Thoughts on schizophrenia?
On what?
That's not on my list. You want me to finish?
Yeah.
These are really just things I like. Raspberries, cinnamon raisin bagels, toast with butter, baking, birds, live music, dancing, hippos, dance recitals, grapefruit, ham sandwiches, shrews.
I hate dance recitals. They're
Let's
so
talk
long
about that.
and boring.
Why?
They're
Why?
so long and boring.
They are, but can I tell you something?
No.
My leg is cramping because I squeeze it so hard because I'm so upset. Anyways, I'm going to tell you anyways. So I think talented people really not infuriate in a good way. I'm so passionate about talented people, right? They make me so happy. Like when people, you know this, when people play instruments, I lose my fucking shit. I don't think I've ever had an instrument played for me and I don't violently cry, or at least tear up a little bit. When people can dance, I sob the entire dance recital. Every dance recital I've ever been to, my cousin is is a dance teacher, right? And over the summer, what?
Nothing.
I went to
Continue.
one of her dance recitals, right? And like that she like taught all of the dances in, or like a good majority. And I didn't know any of these girls. My cousin isn't on stage, but the entire time I was violently just sobbing. They did a dance to Sign of the fucking Times. And it was so beautiful. Like, how can people move like that? Can you move like that?
Yeah.
Proof? I don't believe him.
I have a friend who can do really good foot dancing.
I think I might too.
Yeah, she hasn't done it for me in a while, but she's really good at it, really talented,
If you ask
really
nicely.
emotional.
Really emotional. Foot dancing has never made me cry. But other things.
Why? Every time she's done it, it's been very emotional and very
Did you
thoughtful.
cry?
I
I heard
teared
you
up.
sniffling. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't lie. Anyways, those are my questions. Back to fame.
Back to fame.
Who won the fame games?
The fame games.
The fame games.
Oh!
On RuPaul's Drag Race. RuPaul's Drag Race. I miss
Who
RuPaul.
did win? Was it Lala Ree? I feel like it was Lala Ree.
I feel like it was Lala Ree. I feel like Lala Ree didn't really deserve it.
Lala Ree, after she had that one wig that was
not good.
Not good. I was
think,
like,
yeah.
no.
I actually think that I would like Jimbo on our Jimbo?
You think we could get Jimbo on?
Jimbo?
Jimbo,
Jimbo?
we were your number one fans.
Yes.
We were rooting for you from the very beginning.
From day one, it was like Jimbo needs to win. And then Jimbo won. I have a live reaction.
Do you really?
Uh-huh. Let me pull it up.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, Jimbo, if you'd like to come on the podcast.
When was the final episode?
I don't remember. It was... Weren't you at my house?
No. Over here. Oh, this was funny. Since one of these two gay men, two different people. What the fuck? I didn't know that they were different people.
Let's talk about that. What celebrities do you confuse with each other?
Oh my god. Let me think.
There's... I cannot remember their names, but you know the one girl
No.
that's in everything.
Maybe.
And
Florence Pugh.
oh, I love her.
I love Florence Pugh. Can we talk about her after?
I heard that they're like thinking about casting her for a live action Tangled as Rapunzel.
She is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'd agree with that.
I'm in love with her. And can I also say that I've been in love with her for a very long time? When I don't even know what I saw her in, but when I was like 13, I saw a movie and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm in love with this woman." And then she got so famous and now everybody's in love with her. And it's like, "No. I've always been in love with Florence Pugh." Anyways.
Yeah. Everyone was complaining because they were like, she's too old to be Rapunzel. I was like, I think she'd be good.
I think she'd be a really good Rapunzel.
Or actually, I think they throw you for a loop and they make her the horse.
That'd be good.
Or like
my live reaction isn't that
the
good.
guy
I'll
with
show
the
you
hook
later.
hand. I've got a dream. She'd be really good at that.
She would.
She could play any of them.
Who's
Mother
your favorite
Gothel.
actor or actress? Or I guess actor. We already talked about. Is your favorite actress Florence Pugh?
Probably right now. I don't really watch a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't really think I have favorite actors.
I don't know who it is, but somebody just ran by. Anyways, she wasn't like working out either. She was in like jeans. Anyways, doesn't matter. The voice actor who voices BoJack Horseman, Lego Batman. Who else is he? He's in the Reese's peanut butter cup commercials. He does one other. Tell me that isn't like that's like so me. I need to marry him. BoJack Horseman, Lego Batman, and the Reese's peanut butter cup. My name is Reese, if you forgot. I think that's very we're meant to be. Anyways, I like him.
I really can't think of any.
I think that Timothée Chalamet is a little overrated.
I think
do you
I
think of
agree
him?
with that.
Do you think he's attractive?
I think he's attractive. I don't think he's as beautiful as people think.
Neither do I. He's so lanky. He has a really sharp face too, and it's kind of scary.
I can't actually think of any celebrity that people are like, oh my god, they're so beautiful, they're so attractive. That actually is like
that beautiful and
fully
attractive. Florence Pugh.
She's very beautiful. Like, you know, when they do the magazines, it's like
Sexiest man of the year.
Sexiest man, and it's
It's
always
fucking The Rock. You're telling me Dwayne The Rock Johnson is the sexiest man on the
that's
planet?
what I'm
You're
saying.
full of shit. No.
They need to go around and look a little harder and not just find famous people.
I don't even. What are you suggesting?
What do you mean?
Are you suggesting that you should be the sexiest man of the year?
I think I could be a top contender. I think I'd get it at least 1 year.
Okay. What year?
Maybe this year.
Okay.
I think I could pull it off this year.
Start submitting reports.
I'm going to.
Good.
What would you do if you were walking through the grocery store and you saw a magazine that said "Sexiest Man Alive" and it was a picture of me?
Of Ethan Altman. God.
Would you buy it?
Yeah, I'd be able to introduce you. My friend? No. That's the sexiest man of the year.
My coworker, my what else? What else are we?
You're my coworker, my classmate, my co-host, sexiest man of the year.
I'm gonna have so many titles.
For real. In relation to me. Wow. Put it on your resume. Speaking of fame, the other day we went to a garage sale and there was this woman. It was so insane. Well, I really didn't have any intentions to buy a dish set, but she saw me looking at her mugs and she was like, "Do you want a dish set?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, why not?" But she didn't have the dish set available to give to me. She was like, "Oh yeah, I moved here from LA." And I was like, "Oh no way, how long ago?" She's like, 25 years. Haven't gotten to unpacking the boxes though. I'm like, okay, okay, Evelyn. She's like, so she's 80. She's like, I guess at some point I'll get around to it. So when I do, come get the dish set. I was like, well, how am I going to contact you? Like, can I have your phone number? And I was fully about to just pull out my phone and say, put in your phone number. But I'm so happy I didn't, because she says, I'll be right back. And she pulls out like a yellow folder and she pulls out a full fucking resume with her modeling headshots on it and just a list of every single different
movie that she's gotten a callback for.
Yeah, like everything. Like one movie she was telling us she wasn't even actually in because she got in a car crash, so she like was supposed to be in the movie, but it was still on her resume. So my point is, if I was a famous person, I would be like Evelyn, and I would like, even if I wasn't that famous, I would just milk the shit out of it. Like, oh, you want my phone number? I know I'm 80 years old and live in the middle of buttfuck Michigan, but here's my resume, you know? She's got it figured out.
She does. I hope to be like her someday.
Maybe.
I think that gave me hope for my future was when we met her and she was like, fucking headshots.
That's crazy.
From 40 years ago.
Good for her. That's something my mother would do. Have headshots. I think I need to start, like, will you take headshots of me?
Yes. I wanted to take headshots for so long.
Okay, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. I need headshots because I'm going to start my modeling career.
Oh, yeah.
Grace's mom, the other day.
Grace is Ethan's roommate.
Oh, yes.
My friend.
She came over the other day, and it was the first time I had met her. And then they went to go to the store, and they came back, and Grace's mom told me, have you ever considered modeling? And I said, no, not really. And she said, oh, you just look like the type. And Grace was standing in the corner, so embarrassed. But now I feel like I need to.
Why don't you? Can I be your agent?
Yes, my co-host, my coworker, my classmate.
I'm your advisor, too.
My advisor and my agent. Wow.
I basically run your life.
And my producer,
I have so much
because you
power
help
over
produce
you.
the podcast.
This is crazy.
My co-producer.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Anyways, would you be upset, or not upset, but I guess, would you be content if you got famous for modeling?
I'd be content if I got famous for anything as long as it meant that I had enough money to buy a house.
Okay. Why is buying a house so important to you?
So I have somewhere to live, Reese.
I understand that, but you have somewhere to live right now. But you want to own it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to build my own house.
What color?
It can be done. I would like pink.
Pink is a good color.
I'm planning on marrying someone, and the person I'm planning on marrying currently doesn't want a pink house.
Why?
I don't know.
Does this individual get a say in the color of your house?
If we're getting married, then probably. But I just said we should have two.
Who's painting the house?
Me.
Then I think you deserve to pick the color
I just
of
said
the
we
house.
could have 2 houses, and then we'd be fine.
Okay.
Compromise.
So now you need not only one house, but 2 houses?
Yeah.
Are you living together or in separate houses?
Together.
Okay, but you just bounce back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay, so what color is the other house going to be?
I don't know. Whatever they want.
Interesting.
Whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants.
Okay, now you're just looking at me really scary.
Sorry, because I was trying to remember what song it was from.
No longer a danger to herself or others.
She made up her mind and laced up her shoes. Yelled down the hallway, but nobody answered.
Anyway, thank you for watching.
Oh, that's it? Apparently that's all we have today.
We'll see you.
I could keep talking, but Ethan doesn't want to.
We'll
It was a pleasure speaking to you all. I love you guys.
We'll see.
We'll see you next week at 4:09 p.m. Friday Eastern Time.
Thank you for watching this episode where we talked about
fame and the lists that I had in my phone. And
stop looking at me like that.
And I'm just looking at you.
You're giving me the weird eyes. Okay. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.